Fat to Fit, Day 8, Episode 8. We're in the second week already, baby. Our first week went really well, way better than I thought it would, and this channel is working like a charm because it's really keeping me motivated all the time. I'm always thinking whenever I do stuff like, you know, what am I going to say about this on Fat to Fit later? So it's really already serving its purpose very well. This morning I weighed in at 206.0, which is a vast improvement. That's I think point 0.8 less than I weighed in yesterday. As I said yesterday, I was expecting a bit of a drop because we hadn't had a drop, and I knew it was a lot of water weight fluctuating a lot. So I was expecting a bit of a drop. Maybe there will be more of a drop soon. We'll see. But I'm pretty happy with this. Um, I got 8 hours and 15 minutes of sleep, which is a vast improvement on my 3.5 hours a night previous. I would have slept in a bit more, but I had stuff to do. Uh, I'm pretty happy with that. At least it was 8 hours. I don't think I have to do anything tomorrow, so I could probably sleep in. Um, I went to a restaurant with some friends of mine. Now, last time I went to a restaurant a few days ago for a family ordeal, I had to or what I did was I got a burger and fries, which was extremely expensive in calories. I split the burger down the middle, and that's pretty much all I ate that day, along with the fries. That was the good decision, but it wasn't healthy food, and it was too much. I probably should have gotten something healthier, which is what I did today. I went to this thing with my friends, and it was breakfast, so I got 2 eggs, I got some grits, that was 230 calories. I had some bacon, that was 210 calories, and I had a biscuit, which was 175 calories. So all in all, I only had like 600 calories worth of food at a restaurant, which is unheard of for me. So this is a great victory. It's also the first time I've ever had grits before. They were all right, I guess. They were pretty bland, but also filling. So it could be a lot worse. Kind of like rice-ish, I guess. Um, Later in the day, I had ravioli. Some of the family was making some homemade ravioli. I had a few little ones of those. I'll be honest, guys, it's kind of an estimate around 400. I think that's a fair estimate. I could be wrong about that. I don't really have the stuff to measure all the stuff that was used in there, but I am assuming it was around 400. Could be off a little bit, but I think it's around that. I don't like to guess on stuff, but I kind of had to with that. Looking back, maybe I shouldn't have had it, but I don't. I think next time I'll have less. Um, I had a protein shake that was 180 calories as usual, filled up with my own breast milk, of course. I had 80 grams of cottage cheese, which is really good. I think cottage cheese is another one of those things that might carry me through this because it's very filling, it's high protein, and it's low calorie, so it's very good. The only problem is, you have to kind of buy a lot of it because it's a lot, 80 calories is like maybe a fifth or the sixth of the whole tub thing. So, um, but like I said, it's very filling. So, and then the last thing I had was 140 80 calorie little yogurt, Oikos, which is pretty good. I like those. And that was a total of, I didn't write down what the total was. One second. That was a total of 1,415 calories, which is good. That's under my 1,500 limit. Um, I ate a lot better than yesterday, that's for sure. All I had yesterday was like Kit Kats and corn dogs and something else I don't remember. But, improvement today. I think I should have substituted most of the ravioli for something else, but, I'm not going to nitpick every little thing. I think today was pretty good. Um, as for exercise, now I was quite busy today. I didn't have that much time. I got home and I kind of screwed around on my computer for a little bit and hour or two passed and I realized, oh crap, it's dark out. I was gonna run 3 miles and now it's like sun's pretty much totally set. Oh crap, what am I gonna do? Because time change was recently. I kind of forgot about that, and I just screwed up. So I did not run the 3 miles, but I was thinking like, man, I got to run at least somewhat. I don't even think I ran yesterday, so I have to run. So I did. I ran a mile. Now the mile went well. Unfortunately, my watch, my little GPS watch, the GPS signal actually lost near the end of it. Maybe it was cloudy. Maybe it's I don't know if nighttime had something to do with it because it's not something that usually happens. But the GPS lost the signal. Still, I've ran. I know where certain distances are. I know I ran over a mile, but whenever I got to the end of the mile, I didn't know what the time. I assumed because the GPS was lost that it just stopped recording the time. Turns out it actually did keep recording the time. It just didn't keep recording the distance. So if I had looked at the time like right after I'd finished, I could have seen what the time was. I didn't see what it was. I didn't see it until like 20 or 30 seconds later. So I'm going on a bit of a tangent, but basically I ran a mile in about 8:20. Now, I'm almost certain it is within a margin of like 8:10 to 8:30. I'm almost certain it's within that period. So I'm going to, meet them in the middle and go 8:20. I think that's fair. I'm going to say I ran it in 8:20. I'm pretty sure I ran it in about that. So um, I'm pretty happy with that. At my size, it's pretty difficult to run a mile in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So I'm happy with that. But that time will improve. I usually focus on long distance runs, and I find that my short distance runs also improve despite not even training for those. So that'll go up even without me doing short distance stuff, as long as I just keep up the long distance stuff like I plan to. Um, I did 61 sit ups in 2 minutes, so that's the same as yesterday. I maintained my personal best that I set yesterday. I'm very happy with that. I was trying to get more, but I just was not able to do it. I really did give it my all, though. Um, I didn't like stop it for any breath or anything like that. Usually, I get to the top and wait for a second, and then I go back to it like around halfway between. Didn't even do that. I just kept going. The thing that kept me from doing more was my muscles. Near the end, on like the last 10 or so, my muscles were extremely sore, and I physically could not do them as fast. I was like really trying to, like, oh god, oh god, and I got 61. That was really the maximum I could do, and I went to, I did my best. And if I had more time, I could have done more. I had no, reason to stop other than the time was up. But yeah, so that will improve in the future. Um, and the other thing I did today was I did 138 push-ups. Now that's a pretty weird number. Basically, here's the thing: I did 5 sets of 20 push-ups. On the last set I did, I was thinking like, okay, maybe I should check my form a little bit. I don't know if I'm, doing the best form for these push-ups. Let me make sure. So I recorded myself doing the push-ups, and the form was totally atrocious. I could not believe how bad it was. Um, I was not going down nearly all the way, and I wasn't really even locking out my arms like almost at all. So very bad. So later I did another 20 sets, and I recorded myself again and saw like, okay, well, I went down farther, I went up farther. How did I do this time? Still kind of bad. An improvement, but still bad. So I kept doing a few little. I think I did like another 12, and I saw those, and then I did another three, and then I did another three. Basically, I totally exhausted myself on the push-ups, and my form sucks. So I'm definitely working on that. Um, Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be like a form Nazi on push-ups because that's like one of the only exercises I've never really been comfortable doing. I've never really gotten the form down on that one, so I'm gonna be a form Nazi tomorrow. Um, Basically, I'm gonna make it so I record whenever I do push-ups. I'm not gonna post it here, but I'm gonna record it for myself. Um, I'm gonna watch myself in the mirror, and also since I'll be watching myself in the mirror, my chin will be up and my airway will be much more open. So that should help a lot with the air that I'll be getting. That's very important. And I'm gonna be making sure I lock out my arms. And I'm gonna make sure that I go all the way down far enough to where it just barely taps my chest a little bit. Since I'm fat, since I'm a person of size, okay, a person of girth, my chest is gonna be closer to the ground than most people's. So I'm gonna need to basically touch the ground with my chest for it to be like a legit push up. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be checking that, and I'm gonna try to do 5 sets of 20 tomorrow with perfect form. That's really important to me now. I really need to do perfect form because I really want to get my push-ups up. They suck, so I want to get them much higher than they are now. I want to get them to like 50, like I got my sit-ups. I wanted to be able to do like 50 push-ups sometime soon, like in the next month or two. I would really like that. That's sort of my goal. Preferably sooner, obviously, but let's be realistic. So yeah, that's how I did today. Like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna do my 5 sets of 20 push-ups with perfect form. If I can't do all those sets, next day I'll lower it down to like maybe 5 sets of 15 or 7 sets of 15, like I was doing previously. We'll see. Gonna test my sit-ups again. I was thinking about maybe doing the sit-ups like every other day because I don't feel like I need to do them that much. I'm very happy with where I'm at with those. We'll see. I'll do them tomorrow though, and then I will run 3 miles tomorrow. I said I'd run 3 miles today. I said I'd run 3 miles yesterday. I didn't do either of those. I will run 3 miles tomorrow. I promise. So yeah, that's how I did today. I still feel good. I still feel more energetic these days, especially with more sleep last night. And I'm very excited to start week 2. I will see you guys next time. See you tomorrow.